Hear the engine sound when I stand up? There's an engine sound when I started the live stream too. You could probably hear that at the start of the video. There's a car driving by right now, I think. And when I walked on this path, there's people walking off of the path on the street. And there was some guy yelling a bunch of times. I think he was thinking before I was recording. Oh, no. And that loud engine sound is probably a stalker, most likely. But I was hearing this other engine sound before I was recording. I was sitting on that bench. I was hearing this other engine sound on the right of me, and then I heard another one on the left of me. Like, we're synchronizing in the distance. And then this car is turning as this white truck drives in front of me. And I think that was driving by at that corner. And this car is gonna drive by this corner. And this car coming up behind me. And there's a car pulling up over here right now as it's turning right now. And that was a silver car. What is this? It's turning. That's silver. And it hit its turn signal when the other one drove by me. They were both silver. Imagine that. This car coming behind me. Are they both gonna sink? About to find out. Here we go. He's pulling up right now, and it's driving by at the corner of the house. Yep, they were synced. Oh, he's a white car too? They're both white cars. He was yelling something at me when he drove by. And he's got a dim tail light. Or it was before he hit the brakes. Like when he's not hitting his brakes, it's a dim tail light. And this car is almost next to me. Why didn't he step on the gas? And this car is driving by. I thought he was gonna come right after train tracks. Where is he? Is he gonna drive by right at the curb? That whitey wasn't right at the corner. Come on, whitey. Slow the fuck down, man. You're supposed to hit me right at the corner. I hear this loud car coming behind me. I think he's gonna drive by me. Probably he's gonna drive by me at this intersection if he's coming to drive by me. That car is at the corner of the building. And this car is gonna be at the other corner of the building. And this car is gonna be at the intersection. And whitey. I don't know if it was blurry, but it was a whitey though. I'm gonna be past this corner of this building, but what is it, a whitey? Is this white? And that's white, and that's white. And it was at the corner of the house. I think another car synced behind me with the whitey. Probably another whitey. Is the next car gonna be a whitey? Here's siren. And it started at the corner of the Knights of Columbus building. He's got a dim tail light. No, he don't got a dim tail light, I guess. There's this engine sound right now. This whitey's at the center of the street. And this car is turning right now. And I think I saw ambulance drive in front of me. I think I saw his lights. I don't know. He's over that direction somewhere. And the ambulance just turned off when that car drove by me. Oh no, it didn't. It's still going. Never mind. He turned synced and then he drove by me synced. This car is gonna drive by me when I get across the street. And whitey truck. This car is gonna drive by. I guess it's right here at this end thing of the bridge. It sticks out further than this one, so he was right at the end of the bridge. And then there's these engine sounds going off over here when I walk on the bridge. The siren's still going off over there. The sirens like faded out when I got to the end of the bridge. Like I don't hear them anymore now. That truck's right there. This whitey, there's a car honking over there. And the whitey pulls up and is right at this fork in the path. And then there's this bug that sounds synced right now. And the bug stopped and started again when the whitey drove by me. I don't know what the Domino's car was doing. Was it a synced Domino's car or an unsynced Domino's car? It's just every time I see a Domino's car, it's a synced one. So these cars are synced in front of me. Those silver cars. This bus is pulling up and this truck is pulling up at the same time. The trailer. It's a gray bus? That was a blue bus, red truck. And then the black and silver cars. And probably black and silver synced with the gray bus. I don't know. Who knows, man? Here comes a car that's gonna meet this car in front of me, kinda, almost. He's meeting me right here at the street, though. What is it? This car driving behind me right at the sidewalk. I think that was one way over there, right there. And then I saw another car way over there, right there, at the corner of the same building. And then I see a car right here, the alley. And then so right when I walked by this car, there was a car driving by, and then he turned. in front of me right when I walk by the car with the car driving by. And he's gonna knock on the door when I walk by or something. He's setting it down next to me on the porch. That car is turning right now. The red car that drove by me. He's walking up to the street right when I'm getting across the street. He's doing a sync delivery. And he was walking toward me on the sidewalk, and then he turned around and walked the other way. And then he turned off of the sidewalk when I walked by his car with the other car driving by. I don't know how much you could see of that, but that's what happened. Let's go over here with some more light so you can see what's happening. Otherwise, they're gonna send a stock ninja in all black. You're not gonna be able to see it. I see this car with these bright headlights coming up. There's a Domino's car in front of me right now. I think someone got in that car next to me. I hear noises over there. I don't know if it was the car door or what. I don't know. And then I saw Whitey drive by over there too. And then there's these engine sounds behind me that are probably stalkers. And then these cars are probably stalkers. I think this guy in this porch coughed when that car pulled up. And I hear an engine sound when that car drives by me. I don't know if that's one. I think these guys on the porch are stalking me, and that car just turned over there. At least a couple of guys on the porch are stalking me, I think. Statistically speaking, at least one of them stalking me, I'm sure. Because there's like 5 guys on the porch. So, 1 in 3 people are stalkers, so. Or like 2 in 3. Like 9 out of 10 people are stalkers, so. Statistically speaking, this engine sound's going off right now. But yeah, they weren't loud until I walked by them, Like they just started like laughing loud and stuff when I was like walking closer to them, And I think they were laughing synced and shit. Oh, there's a bunch of people laughing synced today. And I think a car drove behind me too. I don't know. I heard a car honk too over there. I think there's stalker shit happening. It's just kind of vague right now. This car is slowly driving up and then he's driving out finally right now. But yeah, I think that guy was like mocking me or something. He's talking in Spanish, so I don't know what he's saying, but I think he was saying something about a camera or whatever. I don't know. And I'm hearing these engine sounds. Keep hearing the engine sounds synced in like all different directions. Keep hearing a bunch of different engine sounds. It's the engine sound night. Which is typical on the weekends, I guess. They like to do the engine sounds on the weekends more because people out late on the weekends. So if they do the engine sounds on like a weeknight, all night, then it's a little. I mean, it's always suspicious though. Like it doesn't look normal ever, really. Like if you're over on that side of town, it looks normal, but if you're over on this side of town, you see red cars everywhere, and then you see white cars everywhere, and then you see red and blue cars everywhere, and then you see black and silver cars everywhere. It's kind of suspicious. There's a car starting right now, and this car is taking off right now. And there's bottle sounds over there, or whatever. There's someone dumping bottles in a dumpster. And someone's yelling over here when I get across the street, and this car is coming in when I get across the street. There's a car leaving when I got to the street, and then a car pulling in when I get across the street. Then he's turning to park when I sit down, and it's a tan car, I think. Then are the lights on the police station going to turn on and off synced? I heard this engine sound right when I turned my head. I think that was synced. I don't know. It was right when I turned my head. They're sitting in the tan car for a really long time. They're waiting for another sync head to show up so they can hop out synced. Or pull off again synced, or whatever. Pick someone up synced and pull off. People are yelling as this loud red car drives out at synced. This car just turned right now, I think, as this car drove by me. It has a dim light. Well, my phone can't see it, but he's got the dim light. And then this car is turning over here right now. And it's a lighty truck. And then I don't know where this car came from. I think he just pulled up to the intersection synced. And this car behind him turned when this car drove by me. And then this car is gonna sync. Probably when the whitey is to the stoplight or stop sign. He's turning his music on right now. And it's a blue truck, and that's a silver car. Looks synced with the silver car turning, and I see a silver car over there too. And I think people are about to sync over here. I think, did they just unlock that car sync maybe? The tan car is taking off again. They never got out. There's a cop. He's meeting a cop at the intersection. Damn. Is the cop gonna drive into the police station now? Is that a whitey? Is he gonna sink in front of me or something? You gonna pull up to the stop sign at the same time as the cop? Is he sinking with these cars? What's happening right now? I don't know. Here comes an ambulance. He's straightening out on the street right as his car gets to the intersection. And did he turn synced with the other whitey? I don't know. Is this car gonna sink? Or what? I hear an engine sound behind me. Is it a sink? I'm not sure. I got a feeling it was though. Is this gonna drive right now? It's not. It's still sitting. It's just sitting there. There's a guy getting in a car with the red shirt as the guy on the bike rode by me. There's this guy walking up the sidewalk singing. And I think he keeps singing synced. I'm not sure. But we'll see if he sinks when he gets here. And this truck's still just sitting here. Like just sitting in the middle of the parking lot. Like, what? Is that tire screeching synced? What's happening, man? I don't know what's sinking. There's the engine sound when this guy walks in front of me. Now that guy was singing. Is this the singing contest over here? I think he just went in the building over there, the other guy, when the car started to drive. And then I hear an engine sound behind me or something. And then that car drove through the intersection over there when this car drives on the street and that looks synced. There's another car when he drives in front of me. And then there's someone like laughing over here or something right now. And that sounds synced with the truck. And then this car is taking off right now when he gets over there. And then I don't know about the bikes. They weren't at the intersection at the same time. So I don't know about them. Now I'm hearing an engine sound that sounds synced with this car driving out. And this car is meeting that car. I think they both turned at the same time or whatever. There's a car hitting their lock button right when I stand up. Right when I start to stand up. That was weird. Let's go see what weird shit's over here. There's an engine sound. Is that a weirdo? I think I see the weirdos coming. It's got the one lower light, and he's gonna turn when this truck pulls up. And they're black and silver, I think. Yep. Yeah, that's the sheriff. And then this car is driving right now, of course. It's sitting there for a really long time. And I'm driving right there. And this car started driving when he drove by me, I think. And that's right there. They're all synced. I hear a bird flying up behind me. Is he gonna sink on me? I hear a bird chirping. This car is synced. These cars going over the train tracks right now. There's an engine sound in front of me that started when I got to the street. There's a car driving out right now. This car's pulling up right now. That car was right there next to me. That has a 223 on it. They're probably all synced. Oh shit, we got cars in the VFW parking lot. Is one of them gonna sink? Yeah, I don't know if you could hear how incredibly synced that engine sound was when I got to the intersection, but it was right there. The Whitey's early. They were both a little early. And this car is right here. And then this white truck was in front of me at the same time. This is a loud car driving out behind me right now. This car coming up is gonna sink on me, I bet. I don't know, man. He kind of like revved his engine. Oh, he's hitting his brake synced. Oh! And he revved his engine in front of me, and it was almost at the corner building. And I saw a car behind him when he turned in front of me at the roundabout. And this car pulled up at the corner of the building. and he syncs with the other car in front of me. And is this another one? Then I'm hearing engine sounds again. I don't know if they're synced engine sounds or not, but probably synced engine sounds. This whole video is or like a lot of this video is kind of like ambiguous and vague. I think this cat started walking next to me. And then he stopped walking right now. I hear a car alarm behind me. Is it a sync? Did you hear that? And then I hear an engine sound over here and a car alarm over here starting at the same time. And then this car is at the corner of the house. And this car is when he gets across the street, across the roundabout. And then this red car is meeting the blue car. And then I'm almost at the crosswalk right now. He's getting across when I'm at the crosswalk. Was that the sync? And then I think he just hit his turn signal synced at the corner of the building. And then this car is pulling up as I walk in front of it. And then it's this one. It's this one too. I'm hearing engine sounds behind me. I saw a car turn over there that looked synced. I don't know if it was synced. I don't know. This car definitely looks synced. Definitely that one. I don't know, man. There's a dog barking now. Is it synced? It's like they always gotta be making a sound. like it's just like one thing after the other. Like dogs barking right after I start walking in here. So there's probably a sync dog. I don't know. Anyway, what is actually visibly synced? I don't know right now. It's a car driving by me when I walk off the bridge. That looks synced. There's these engine sounds as I'm walking by the end of this bridge. Over in that direction. And this dog started barking again right now when I walk onto this part of the path. He stopped barking, he started barking again. I think it's a sync dog. And then he stopped barking, and then he barked one more time when that car drove by me. And now he's not barking at all. Oh, now he's barking right at the roundabout thing here. I don't know if you can. Hold on. Right at this roundabout in the path. It's like a roundabout thing. He stops barking and then starts barking right there again. And now he's not barking anymore again. I'm just gonna sit here and just stare at the water.